What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It is your boy Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby, by the dip. All right, guys, in today's video, we got to talk about a very special day for me. That's right, we're going to talk about March the 1st, which is coming up right next week. We got big earnings day coming up. So we got MetaMaterials and another stock that I have in my portfolio. It's a pretty large holding, which is Sofi Technology. So it's going to be a huge day, man. Two of my company's going to be reporting earnings. So yeah, that's what we're going to cover in today's video. We'll go take a look at what's kind of floating around there on the social media and what's going on the premium fintel. So hope you're all ready for today's video. If you are, smash thumbs up, leave a comment down below. So baby, let's go. Guys, so first we're going to talk about Sofi. Yeah, this is like the next generation of banking in a sense. And I love this stock to death. And it's just another one of these small cap stocks that is just getting beat down and beat down. And I'll be honest, I never would have thought I would see this stock go below $10 because it was a SPAC. This thing had a huge run. I mean, if we go back, look at the 6 months, I mean, this thing was over $23 at one point. You look at the 1 year target estimate of the price target is $18.50. So like I said, earnings is scary when the stock's already getting beat down. We've seen so many stocks. There's like 1 or 2 out of 10 where the stock will do good on earnings, but the other 8 or so will just tank. So I'm keeping cash back to the side for this one. Yeah, but super excited about this stock for the long term. The near future could be very scary. Like I say, reporting earnings here on March the 1st. Volume today was 62 million in volume, and the average volume is 53 million. If we go here and take a look, what I really like is they did a recent acquisition. And guys, you got to know what Sofi is. It's a phenomenal app. And Sofi is buying the fintech platform Technisys for $1.1 billion. It'll use an upgrade to its app interface and integrate its tech stack to cut third-party costs. The APIs Technisys offers will be available for Galileo clients to extend well beyond payment processing. And here is the actual official press release on Sofi on their investor page. So Galileo is very interesting because I believe Robinhood uses Galileo. So that is one of actually Sofi's customers. And they're going to be able to build this out. It's going to be a profit generator for the future. But we know right now this current market wants nothing to do with future profits. They want to see profits now. Like there's no waiting. They want to see stuff happening right now. So being that with all the craziness, the uncertainty and everything, the market doesn't like it. All the Russia stuff, everything else. And yeah, these kind of stocks are just getting beat down right now. So in my opinion, a great opportunity to buy this dip on this one. This is a quality stock. It's going to have a great future down the road. Come on, they just had the Super Bowl at the SoFi Stadium. Like I said, go check out their website. Go check out the products and services they have. They got their bank charter license. And for this stock to be trading this low, I'll be definitely looking to pick up the dip. I will wait to see what happens after earnings because I don't want to, if there's a chance this dips more, I want to be able to buy it at that lower price. I may end up buying like a longer call option on this. I'm going to see what the prices are. If this keeps tanking down, maybe buy a call option a year, 2 years out and see what happens. But like I said, whatever I decide to do on this one, make sure you join the channel membership. I'll post in there what I end up doing. Right there, you click the blue join button and you can join those $2.99 a month. So now we're going to go talk about MetaMaterials. And so here we are talking about our baby. That's right, MetaMaterials / MMTLP, because the big earnings is coming up. It's not officially here announced on the Yahoo Finance yet, but if you go to metamaterials.com, you will see that it's officially announced here. MetaMaterials schedules Q4 and fiscal year 2021 results webcast, announcers, shareholder Q&A platform. That's pretty cool. They have the Q&A on the Robinhood platform. We're going to go over to my Twitter and take a look at one of the questions. It's probably the #1 question that's on there, and you probably know what it is. But here it is. They're going to give the Q4 fiscal year 21 financial results on Tuesday, March 1st, so at the market close. So this here is what you're seeing, that why this March 1st is huge for me. MetaMaterials, big holding. Sofi, big holding. Of course, with holding these stocks, as you see, portfolios is getting devastated right now. But I'm hoping there could be a turn. Hoping these two stocks can turn it around. What I'm really hoping for is to get some good some of these questions, but of course the one we got to talk about, guys. We hate to bring it up, but I posted this here. We got a shareholder asking, I just kind of put this out here on my Twitter. Justin asking the tough questions, when divvy? And we got people up here also asking, why were their MMTLP shares allowed to be traded on the OTC market? How are the original holders benefited for holding on? So that's a great question as well. So I'm gonna be curious to see what some of these answers are. I cannot wait to see what happens. There's a lot of other great questions, but I just wanted to focus on, because the number one question is about the divvy. I mean, whether we like to admit it or not, when divvy is the number one question, because I feel like MetaMaterials has this weight on it that can't move forward until this dividend situation is clean and finished. It's just the way it is. There's going to be a lot of retail investors not happy until this is resolved and we get our spin out, we get our divvy, or whatever is going to happen. We just need to get this finished up, man. That way MetaMaterials can focus on what they need to focus on, and the shareholders then can either just leave completely and quit, bugging management about the dividend. And I'm sure George and them want to get all this out of the way as well. So yeah, looks like we had about 3.8 million in volume. Pretty low volume considering our average volume is 6.5 million. You do see that our 1 year price target is $6.55. I did say that my price target was $6.50. Now that's saying that if the market returns back to normal trading, right now I believe the algorithms, the bots trading, the computers, is just sell short, sell short, sell short. I don't think there's humans behind these big companies making these decisions. It's just selling short, selling short. And I believe it takes it off the news, because it seems like anytime there's news is when all this craziness happens. So all we can do is just hold, and buy the dip. That's really all we can do, guys. So if we go here and take a look at the Fintel, we'll go take a look. They have some updated information here on the short squeeze information. So we're going to take a look at this. Short squeeze score is at 85.19, ranked 251 out of 5,400 stocks. There's 300,000 shares that are available at a leading prime brokerage to short. And here you can see it. They updated this here. They actually have for the short borrower fees, an update. You have a start, minimum, and max of the short borrower fee. Now, the last update here was all the same at 1.26%, but that is kind of nice to see. As we look down here in some other days, you can see what the start, minimum, and max was. Like back on the 11th, 0.99% up to 1.3%. So you can see the changes there. The Fender short volume ratio is 59.88. And if we look at the aggregate short volume ratio, we got it all up already, 63.62. This is what I'm saying, man. The last 3 trading days have been in the 60s. They're relentless on us. They are truly relentless. They're not giving up. But yeah, I think that is going to be about it. If I go back here and just go to my Twitter, and I just wanted to go over maybe a couple quick tweets that our buddy Ross Gerber has put out, because I like Ross a lot, man. I like the way he thinks about certain things. He's very bullish on the market, and he has this post out here about NASDAQ 10 plus corrections, and he has some perspective. He has the start date, end date, the percent of change, and how many days it was in the correction. So right now we got the current correction. We got this one here dated. So one of the longest ones I see here was actually back from, it was August 29, 2018 through Christmas Eve. It was a 23.6% change, and it lasted 117 days. And that's the longest one. So currently we're up there pretty high, actually, because there's only 2 points where the NASDAQ had a 10+% correction that was over 100 days, and we're just a couple of days away leading into next week. So as you can see, from November 19th, 21 through today, it's negative 18.8%. And it's so far going for 96 days. So there you go. Now the biggest change actually was one that was down 30%. So I couldn't imagine another 12% coming off the top. But in this market, it would not surprise me. This is a pretty fantastic chart. So make sure you go check it out on my Twitter at TerryZ247, or go to Gerber Kawasaki, Ross Gerber. He has this up here. I think it's a pretty interesting chart. So I'm hoping if we look, We have about 3 more weeks roughly, because yeah, 117 is the longest. And if we'd say 3 more weeks out would put us at the longest of NASDAQ 10+% corrections. And he also tweeted here 3 hours ago, guys, deep breath. The economy is great. COVID is on its last leg. People are back to work and spending money. Lots of fun things to do. And stocks go into a brutal correction. Yes, I believe that, man, because I can say now, I'm just a guy from observing my area. That's all I can say for my area. I'm not going to say how the rest of the world is. But for my area where I live, the local malls are packed. The restaurants are packed. So I can at least speak for where I live in my town. Now, can't say what the rest of the world's doing, but we will have to see. Comment down below. Is the malls packed in your area? I went to the movies recently. The movie was packed. That's great for AMC. Of course, there's not an AMC near my area. It's about 2 hours away. But the local theater in my region was packed for a movie that was out about 3 or 4 weeks out, which was Jackass the movie. I had a great time watching that. But yeah, I think the economy's booming. And like I said, I'm not in a big city or anything. I'm just in like a regular sized city. I'm about 90 minutes or so from DC and Baltimore. So I'm outside of all that, man. I'm not in a big city at all. And so I'd like to know you all's comments down below in your city. Is it busy? Is the malls busy? Is the restaurants busy? Is entertainment busy? And things like that. So that's all I got for you in today's video. If you appreciate this information, smash thumbs up, leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm. And I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.